Link is cool. That's why everyone loves and talks about him. Princess Zelda, on the other hand, no one seems to really care about her. Which kinda sucks. I mean, she is the Princess of Hyrule after all, and with all of the different universes and timelines that exist in these games, not all Zeldas were created equally, and that's what we're looking at today. Which Princess Zelda is best fitted to be ruling the land of Hyrule? Here's who we're going to take a look at. The princess from the original Legend of Zelda, the princess from A Link to the Past, the Ocarina of Time princess, the Twilight princess, Zelda from Wind Waker, and Zelda from Skyward Sword. And you know what? Let's look at the CDI princess too. I know she isn't canon, but hey, she could be the best Zelda incarnation.
Guess again, Iron Knuckle.
So, with that being said, let's try and find out which Princess Zelda is the most superior, and should be ruling all of the Hyrules. The first thing we're going to take a look at is which Zelda is the most deadly. Now, I know being able to fight isn't exactly a necessity for a princess, but considering the type of place Hyrule is and Zelda's track record of being kidnapped, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a princess with at least some self-defense experience. The original Zelda 1 princess is kinda useless. She's gone. A Link to the Past's princess, while it is super cool that she can telepathically contact Link, she doesn't exactly do anything else than that. She's gone. And lastly, the Skyward Sword Zelda. Now, here she's actually going to the same Knight Academy as Link, so she should be a pretty competent swordsman. Unfortunately, none of that ability is actually shown, so she's also out. Now let's see who's left. The Ocarina of Time. The Zelda here isn't the most useful or special for the most part, but there's one thing that makes her stand out. Sheik. Sheik is Zelda's alter ego, supposedly a survivor of the Sheikah tribe. A tribe of ninjas! If you're a ninja, in my book, you're immediately awesome. Now, the Ocarina of Time isn't the best showcase of Sheik's abilities. However, the Super Smash Bros. Games and Hyrule Warriors show just how deadly Sheik really is. She's fast and nimble, definitely worthy of the title Ninja. Unfortunately, Sheik is just an alter ego. It's not exactly Zelda. She has to put a spell on herself to transform her appearance in order to give advice and make herself useful. She never really does those things under the alias of Zelda, which isn't exactly a good thing for a ruler of a kingdom to be doing. The Twilight Princess Zelda, however, is proof that Zelda herself can be a straight-up gangsta, or badass, whichever you prefer. She has a sword, which is cool. Aside from that though, during the final fight with Ganon, Zelda uses her divine power to summon the Light Spirits, who then bestow upon her the Holy Arrows of Light. The Light Arrows are pretty common for Zelda games. However, here, the princess is actually fighting off Ganon. Link finally doesn't have to do that alone. The Light Arrow is powerful as all hell. If Super Smash Bros. Is any indication of that thing's strength, it's guaranteed to knock you out. Guaranteed. 60% of the time, all of the time. Then we have the Wind Waker Zelda, or should I say Tetra. Tetra is another alter ego of the princess. She's an accomplished pirate captain who commands the respect of her crew. Since Tetra is a captain, she has her crew to do all of the dirty work and fighting. But hey, she's apparently good with the catapult, which doesn't do much good in a fight. However, there's a part in the game where you have to steal bombs, so it's safe to assume that Tetra is a pretty good bomb handler.
Bombs?
You saw that coming. And lastly, we have the stupid and inept Princess Zelda from the CDI series.
Link, go to Gamelon and find my father.
But wait. Look at her. She has a sword, she's competently swinging it around, she's attacking the enemies, and she has an entire arsenal of weapons to choose from. She even actually manages to kill off Ganon. I mean, yeah, it was insanely stupid how it all went down, but she still did it. And by herself, may I remind you. The Zelda with the best offense and defense would unfortunately have to be the CDI princess. But have no fear, because another big factor that needs to be taken into consideration are both the traits and the personalities of a princess. Here's what I mean by that. You definitely want a princess that's effective and knows what she's doing, but you also want a ruler that's likable. No matter how effective a ruler is at their job, if they're the most unlikable person in the world, you'll have assassins left and right waiting on your front door, and that's probably not a good thing. So let's first take a look at the winner of the last round, the CDI Zelda. Does she have the qualities and personality of a great princess?
You've killed me!
Good.
No! Oh God, no! Gosh, she's an idiot! Moving on, a lot of the main Princess Zeldas weren't given much of a personality, or character traits, or even depth. They were kept pretty simple since Princess Zelda herself was a side character for the most part. This includes princesses from the original NES game, A Link to the Past, and the Ocarina of Time. They were all, for the most part, not very interesting. Moving on though, we again have the Wind Waker Zelda, or Tetra, whatever you prefer. Tetra is a natural-born leader. She was born into the life of a pirate. This means that she's very headstrong about a lot of things. She takes challenges head-on. Unfortunately, she likes to act very much on impulse, not exactly thinking things all the way through. If it sounds like a good plan at first, just go with it. We'll worry about the consequences later. And with innocent lives at stake, impulsive isn't the best route to be taking. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, we have the Skyward Sword Zelda. This Zelda is so loving and caring, it's kinda hard to believe that she's actually a Princess Zelda. If you ever wanted Link and Zelda to hook up, then this game will definitely have your fix. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. She's straight up fun. But I guess ruling Hyrule can't be all fun and games, unfortunately. So, that leaves us with the Twilight Princess. Does she have the makings of a true ruler? Well, let's see. This Zelda comes off as very focused and driven by whatever mission she is given. She comes off as very serious, never rude or anything, just focused and driven to save the land. There's even a part in the game where Midna is dying, and Zelda sacrifices her physical being in order to save her. A self-sacrificing princess, doing whatever she can to make sure that the land will remain in good hands. Man, that's a lot of information to take in, but with all of that being said, it's time to find out which Princess Zelda is the strongest and best fitted to be ruling Hyrule. It's definitely a close call, but the winner is Zelda from Twilight Princess. Her attitude and motives are so direct and to the point. She tries not to let emotion get in the way of the greater good of the kingdom. She even sacrifices her own life in order to save another. Some people might look at that as being reckless. Well, Zelda's gone, so now there isn't really much of a princess to rule the kingdom. But Zelda realizes that if Link and Midna can't do their part, there won't be any kingdom left for a princess to rule. No matter how you look at it, the Twilight Princess Zelda is the best rounded Zelda the series has ever seen. All of the Zeldas, including the CDI one, has a special place in all of our hearts. So, with that being said, let me know your favorite Zelda, if you have one. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you gorgeous people next time. So hey, that was my video on Zelda. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Also, if you found joy in the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. I think that's everything. Take care now.